Devlin Melano, Coffee Party's new president and board member. Tell me first of all, where are you taking the Coffee Party?
We're going to take Coffee Party both where the members want to go and then provide a lot of tools and opportunities for people to be engaged. So one of the things that we're really doing right now, we just did a member survey that gave us great feedback on the direction of the Coffee Party, and we just went through and reviewed that and how it lined up with what we were already planning to do, and then added a couple more things that or looked at some connections that came in, like how people can get involved in their local communities with the 435 campaign and become an ambassador for the Coffee Party with their congressman or with another organization to which they belong. These are ways that people can get engaged that there just haven't been that many opportunities for before. One of the things that really impressed me about this survey was actually the thoughtfulness and the quality of the responses, but also the trust that people have in handling their information, because a lot of people did sign their survey so that we could follow up with them, and that trust is something that that I hope that we continue to earn, and I'm very thankful for it. So one of the questions that we asked in the survey was, how do people like to engage? And we gave a lot of different examples of, like, social media, sign petitions, call your elected or visit your elected representative. And those were actually the top 3 vote getters. And then we went on from there to, like, organize locally and attend an event in your area, etc. But 65% of the people that responded to our survey said they wanted to call or visit their local representative. To me, that is an effective engagement, and one way that we can get Coffee Party both out there to a larger community and made aware, and also let our collective Coffee Party voice be heard on our big 3 issues, which have strong support, still maintain strong support on campaign finance reform, tax code reform, and Wall Street reform. And then we have a couple of other issues that we're going to broaden to include that, like economic justice. So that was something that it was just apparent that these things affect all of us, and we all care, and we're all willing and ready to take action.
Egberto Willis, you've been a member of the Coffee Party for some time. You could be a member of any organization in this country. Why do you pick the Coffee Party?
I've always been an activist, but I've always been an activist who spoke in effect to the choir. What the Coffee Party offered me, what the Coffee Party taught me, was the ability not only to speak to those of like mind, those that agreed with me, but also to speak to those people that disagreed with me. And it wasn't necessarily that I was trying to change them, but what I was trying to do is engage them. It wasn't that I was only trying to engage them, but also what I was trying to do is, maybe they had something that I needed to hear, maybe I had something they needed to hear.
And Egberto, the Coffee Party is moving in new directions. What captures your imagination the most about the new directions for the Coffee Party?
Well, first of all, we have an influx of new blood. I am talking about very, very good people that have been out there before, that have been with other organizations, that are still with other organizations, but the experience that they bring us actually gives us the ability to use it all for this common purpose, the 3 tenets that the Coffee Party stands for, and to do it in a form that we can actually make a difference. We will be setting a platform where we will actually engage communities, link communities, and actually make a difference in our body politic. When people hear about Coffee Party, when a congressman hears about Coffee Party, he will know that he will have that there will be Coffee Party representatives in every single congressional district in this country who will be looking out for the interests of Americans at large. Tim Dennehy, Coffee Party's newest board member. Tim, what do you think about the meeting that you're having so far, this on-retreat as we call it out here?
I'm really excited about the directions that we're taking. The many things that perhaps divided us in the past, I'm finding to be unfounded. And so you take a look at what possibilities that we're trying to organize, the intelligence, the kindness, the enthusiasm of the board, and how they are integrating the responses of the members of the Coffee Party. I foresee some wonderful things happening, and I think the Coffee Party members will be more than enthused to be a part of it. It's an exciting time.
Now, Tim, we just got through going through a survey from our members, and we found a lot of things that surprised all of us. What surprised you most about what you saw from our members?
Let me change it a little bit and say what affirmed. I felt affirmed by what the coffee party, what people want from the coffee party. Its intent is good. And now I am pleased to see the people say, let's get to work. You know, let's contact people, let's organize, let's be part of the change. And as for surprises, the first thing I want to do is, you know, I've been assigned the responsibility of public and member relations. What I want to do is establish a format where we can increase communications with membership, let them know what's happening. What we can do is give them avenues and publicize avenues for which they can be involved to whatever degree they wish. And so I've got my work cut out for me, and I will communicate the coffee party better with the members and with the general public.
Janine Loudon, one of our longest serving board members.
So first of all, I'm really glad that we have to get together once a year, because you know, you can see people on video conference, you can be on conference calls, and it's just not the same. And I'm so excited about who these people are, the direction we're going, and how well we can sort of wrestle. You know, this isn't a cookie cutter group, but we can sort of wrestle through and sort of exercising that civility and reason, you know, exercise the muscle. We're coming to amazing conclusions about direction and strategy, and I'm very, very excited about what's going on.
Now, we actually sent out a survey that you prepared along with our president to our membership.
Yes.
That survey was very revealing, but as well it was very positive. Tell me a little bit about the impressions that you got out of that survey.
Oh gosh, well, first of all, it was very affirming in the sense that we asked, this is kind of what we've been doing in the past, is are we on the right track? And so we were affirmed in, yes, you're on the right track. And then we asked for specifics, you know, what about this thing, what about this thing? People gave us very thoughtful answers. And so we get to take that now into this last phase where we're going to be actually strategizing like an order of significance.
Vince Lamb, coffee party secretary and board member.
This has been a very productive weekend. We've gotten out a whole bunch of goals. We've managed to figure out exactly what it's going to take to achieve them and who's going to be in charge of them. And I'm really excited about going forward with what we're going to be doing for the next year. I think we're going to be able to achieve all the stuff we've set out to do, and that makes me excited. Well, as secretary, I'm in charge of 2 areas. I'm in charge of, actually 3. I'm in charge of elections, and vetting of the board members. I'm in charge of maintaining the minutes, which means I maintain the history of the organization. And I'm in charge of maintaining the bylaws, the operating system for the organization. I'm going to go back and look and see, make sure that we have continuity of what we've done, so that way if someone says, we need to do this, oh, we've made this decision already. So I want to keep the organization honest in terms of remembering what its history was. I'm also going to sit there and go look at the bylaws and go, you know what, these bylaws were made for a different coffee party. And we want to make sure that we have bylaws that we follow, but the bylaws actually work best to make the organization serve its members and serve its purpose. And I'll be involved in doing that. And also I want to make sure that we have a nice full board, and we have set up so the next elections come along, we have well-qualified candidates. Lots of them in competitive elections. That's the thing that people have asked for, and you know what? I want to give it to them, including someone who could replace me.
Devlin, why don't you tell me a little bit of the ordeal of getting the directors rounded up here in Colorado?
Oh gosh, I don't know if anybody out there has ever organized a board retreat or even just a general meeting. But you know, I work with a bunch of cats here, and herding cats is something I've become especially fond of doing, because everybody has their own ideas and they're going off in different directions. And Egberto, you know, is over there doing his writing his blog, and Vince is over on the couch, you know, having a little bit of a rest, and Janine is off doing something with Tim Danahay. And somehow, you know, and Billy and Tanya are joining us virtually, and somehow we all are getting here, getting together and making something really happen. And I just have to say, there is something synergistic about having the right people in the right place at the right time that really feels like it's going to propel us into the future. We're going to take off.
Devlin, that speaks of leadership. Thank you very much.